I'm trying to remember other bruises and stuff. Not in his head. In his chest area. It was just red like somebody. Or and I remember, you know how like if you do this to somebody's chest,
Yeah.
like not punching them straight up, but like
A shocking new revelation has rocked social media as a former church insider has come forward with alarming claims about Chrisean Rock's young son. Chrisean Jr., according to the source, disturbing details about the child's well-being and environment have emerged, sending shockwaves through fans and followers alike. The insider alleges that there have been moments of neglect and concerning behavior that have gone unnoticed or unaddressed by the public. This revelation comes at a time when Blueface's repeated denials of paternity have already fueled intense debate online. Now, with new claims from someone close to the church community, questions are rising about the safety, care, and emotional stability of Chrisean Jr.'s social media is flooded with reactions as followers weigh in, some expressing outrage, others calling for calm and verification of the claims. While the allegations are serious, they remain unconfirmed and both sides have yet to respond fully. The situation highlights the precarious balance between public curiosity and the privacy of a child caught in the middle of celebrity drama. Fans are demanding answers, and the tension is only escalating. Stay tuned as this story develops. What comes next could be even more shocking. The recent allegations surrounding Chrisean Rock's son, Chrisean Jr., have sparked one of the most intense waves of social media discussion in recent celebrity history. According to a former church insider, troubling and disturbing details about the young child's environment have surfaced, raising serious concerns about his well-being. This is particularly alarming considering the ongoing paternity drama with Blueface, whose repeated denials of fatherhood have already placed the family in the public spotlight. The insider, who claims to have been close to Chrisean Rock's church community, says that Chrisean Jr. has allegedly experienced neglect and situations that could be considered harmful. While details are still emerging, the allegations suggest that these issues have been going on behind the scenes for some time. For fans, this adds another layer of complexity to an already heated and emotional story. Social media has exploded with reactions ranging from outrage to concern, and the debate over the child's care has taken center stage. The controversy is compounded by Blueface's repeated paternity denials. His public statements and social media posts have fueled speculation and division among fans, creating a polarized narrative. Some followers defend him, arguing that he has the right to demand proof and protect himself from potential responsibility. Others criticize him harshly, asserting that a father's denial, especially when combined with disturbing claims about the child's environment, can contribute to emotional and psychological harm for the child. This new information from the church insider has made it clear that the stakes go beyond celebrity drama. The situation now touches on child welfare, public accountability, and the emotional and psychological implications of growing up in a highly scrutinized environment. Experts have weighed in, emphasizing that children involved in public controversies can experience stress, confusion, and long-term emotional impacts. The fact that these allegations are coming from someone who claims to have had first-hand knowledge of the situation adds a layer of credibility that cannot be ignored. Even as fans await further verification, social media platforms have become the primary battleground for this discussion. Fans, critics, and concerned individuals are dissecting every piece of information, from screenshots and posts to alleged insider claims. The discussion has grown viral, with hashtags and trending topics appearing across multiple platforms in response to the revelations. While some posts are purely speculative, others attempt to piece together timelines and events, creating a narrative that is as complex as it is emotionally charged. Chrisean Rock herself has remained largely silent on these latest allegations, though she has made occasional posts that suggest awareness of public scrutiny. Her silence, whether intentional or not, has left room for speculation and debate. Some interpret her limited responses as evidence of innocence or protective instincts for her child, while others question why she hasn't directly addressed the disturbing claims. This silence has only heightened public curiosity and amplified the controversy. Blueface's role in this drama cannot be understated. His repeated public denials of paternity, combined with the new insider claims, have created a situation where the public is left wondering about accountability and responsibility. While legal matters such as paternity tests are often private, the celebrity factor ensures that every statement and denial is magnified and debated widely. The combination of alleged neglect and paternity disputes creates a volatile mix that continues to dominate online discussions. The emotional toll on the child is another major concern. While Chrisean Jr. is still very young, experts warn that being caught in the middle of public drama can have serious psychological consequences. Children in the public eye or those whose personal situations become viral topics can experience anxiety, confusion, and even long-term effects on their social development. Advocates emphasize the need to prioritize the child's safety and well-being above public curiosity or entertainment value. It's also important to consider the credibility and motives of the church insider. While the individual claims first-hand knowledge, social media users have questioned whether the information is accurate or potentially exaggerated. Verifying the authenticity of such claims can be difficult. But the very fact that these allegations are being made has forced a broader conversation about child safety and responsibility within high-profile families. In addition to the child's welfare, this story raises larger questions about the responsibilities of public figures. When personal disputes and private matters are aired publicly, the consequences can extend far beyond the individuals directly involved. In this case, the combination of Chrisean Rock's public profile, Blueface's controversial statements, and the church insider's revelations has created a situation where public opinion, media attention, and real-life consequences intersect in ways that are both unpredictable and potentially harmful. The social media response has been both immediate and intense. Fans are demanding answers, calling for transparency, and expressing outrage at the alleged neglect. Supporters of Chrisean Rock are defending her and emphasizing the importance of protecting her child, while critics are questioning her parenting and motives. Blueface's supporters, meanwhile, argue that his repeated denials are justified until definitive proof of paternity is provided. The debate has become so pervasive that it dominates trending topics, news coverage, and online discussions across multiple platforms. Legal implications are another factor. If any of the allegations from the church insider prove to be true, there could be potential investigations into the child's welfare. Child protective services, legal representatives, and other authorities may need to be involved to ensure that Chrisean Jr. is safe. The combination of paternity disputes and alleged neglect creates a unique challenge, particularly when public attention and speculation make it difficult to separate fact from rumor. Ultimately, the situation surrounding Chrisean Jr. is a stark reminder of the human cost behind viral celebrity controversies. It is not just a story about drama, speculation, or social media trends. It is a story about responsibility, accountability, and the safety of a vulnerable child. Fans and followers should approach this story with caution, empathy, and awareness of the impact that public discussion can have on real lives. As part one of this developing story comes to a close, one thing is clear: the combination of insider claims, paternity disputes, and public scrutiny has created a highly volatile situation. The coming days and weeks will be critical in determining what is true, what is speculation, and how the parties involved will respond. For Chrisean Jr., the most important factor remains the same: protection, care, and a stable environment amid a storm of public attention and controversy. The controversy surrounding Chrisean Rock and her young son, Chrisean Jr., has continued to escalate, moving beyond simple speculation into a complex web of allegations, emotional turmoil, and public scrutiny. Part 2 of this saga examines the deeper implications of the church insider's claims, the ongoing paternity drama with Blueface, and how this story has captured the attention and emotions of fans worldwide. The church insider's revelations have set off a firestorm. According to the source, Chrisean Jr. has allegedly been subjected to neglectful conditions and moments of concern that would alarm any caregiver. While the details are still emerging, The implication is that these situations may have occurred over an extended period. For many fans, this adds an alarming dimension to the already intense debate surrounding the child's paternity. Suddenly, the discussion is not just about who the father is, it's about the safety and welfare of a young child in a high-profile and highly scrutinized environment. Blue faces. Repeated public denials of paternity only complicate matters further. Each new statement from him generates thousands of reactions, ranging from staunch defense to sharp criticism. Supporters argue that he has the right to protect himself and demand verification, especially given the tumultuous nature of his relationship with Chrisean Rock. Critics, however, contend that his repeated denials could have emotional consequences for the child and may be contributing to an environment of uncertainty and instability. This dynamic has made social media a battleground, with fans on both sides passionately defending their positions. Social media has played a central role in shaping public perception of this story. Every statement, post, and clip is dissected, shared, and analyzed, often within minutes of being released. Hashtags trend, memes are created, and commentary spreads rapidly, sometimes before the facts can be verified. While this immediacy keeps audiences informed, it also contributes to a climate of misinformation and heightened emotional tension. The public is not merely observing the drama, they are actively participating, creating narratives, and influencing the way the story unfolds. Chrisean Rock's position in this situation is complex. She has maintained that Blueface is the father of her child, yet her responses to the insider's claims have been cautious. Some see this as a protective approach, prioritizing her child's privacy and safety amid intense public scrutiny. Others interpret the limited responses as evasive, fueling speculation and criticism. Either way, her actions, or in some cases, her silence, have only intensified the public's fascination with the story. The insider's claims have also raised important questions about accountability and oversight. Alleged neglect or unsafe conditions, if true, would warrant intervention from authorities or child welfare services. The potential involvement of external parties highlights the seriousness of the situation and underscores the responsibility of both parents and anyone involved in the child's care to ensure a safe environment. At the heart of the controversy is the child, Chrisean Jr., whose well-being remains paramount. Experts in child development emphasize that exposure to public drama, emotional disputes, and social media scrutiny can have long-term psychological impacts on children. Anxiety, confusion, and a sense of instability are common among children whose private lives become public spectacle. In this context, the ongoing paternity dispute and allegations of neglect are not just a story, they are real issues with tangible effects on a young child's life. Public reactions have been polarized. Many fans express outrage at the alleged neglect and demand accountability. Others focus on the paternity question, debating whether Blueface's denials are justified or harmful. Still others stress the importance of separating speculation from verified facts, urging caution before making judgments. This divide illustrates the complexity of the situation and the difficulty of navigating a story where personal lives, public perception, and child welfare intersect. Legal and procedural considerations also come into play. Discussions about DNA testing, custody arrangements, and potential investigations are now intertwined with public debate. While the law often operates behind the scenes, social media amplifies every rumor and statement, creating pressure on the parties involved to respond or clarify. This environment makes it difficult to separate verified information from speculation, further complicating the public's understanding of the situation. Another factor to consider is the role of bystanders and close associates. Friends, family members, and other insiders have contributed their perspectives, some claiming first-hand knowledge while others speculate. These voices can influence public perception significantly, sometimes shedding light on aspects of the situation that would otherwise remain hidden, but other times adding to confusion and misinformation. The emotional stakes are high for everyone involved. For Chrisean Rock, defending her child in a public forum while managing her own emotional well-being is a delicate balance. For Blueface, repeated denials place him in the spotlight in a way that demands constant attention and explanation. Meanwhile, the child is caught in the middle, with the world watching every development, often without fully understanding the personal complexities at play. Ultimately, Part 2 of this unfolding story demonstrates that the situation is far from simple. It involves questions of paternity, alleged neglect, public perception, and legal responsibility, all while a young child's welfare hangs in the balance. The combination of social media amplification, insider revelations, and ongoing celebrity drama has created a volatile mix that continues to captivate audiences as the story develops. The critical focus must remain on ensuring the safety and well-being of Chrisean Jr. beyond the viral clips, heated debates, and trending hashtags. The real-life impact on the child cannot be ignored. Fans, media, and authorities alike will need to navigate the situation carefully, balancing the public's desire for information with the urgent need to protect a vulnerable child. The coming days and weeks are likely to bring additional revelations, statements, or perhaps legal developments that could significantly alter public perception. With each new development, the story grows more complex, illustrating the high stakes and emotional intensity of celebrity drama intersecting with real-life responsibilities. The saga of Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Chrisean Jr. serves as a reminder that behind viral controversies are real people, real children, and real consequences and intersection of fame, scrutiny, and human emotion that cannot be ignored. The situation surrounding Chrisean Rock and her son, Chrisean Jr., has escalated into a drama that goes far beyond typical celebrity gossip. Part 3 of this unfolding story focuses on the long-term implications, the ongoing tensions, and the complex dynamics between Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and everyone involved in the child's life. With allegations of neglect, repeated paternity denials, and viral social media attention, this saga has become both emotionally charged and legally significant. The church insider's claims have continued to dominate conversations online, creating a narrative that questions not just the relationship between Chrisean Rock and Blueface, but also the safety and well-being of Chrisean Jr. if any of these allegations are accurate. They highlight a concerning environment for a young child who is already navigating the challenges of growing up in the public eye. The mere fact that these claims come from someone who asserts first-hand knowledge adds credibility to the story, prompting fans, experts, and authorities to pay closer attention. Blueface's repeated denials of paternity have only heightened tension. Social media platforms are filled with arguments, memes, and debates over his responsibility. Supporters argue that his right to question paternity is legitimate, especially given the public nature of his relationship with Chrisean Rock. Critics counter that denying fatherhood publicly, particularly when serious claims about the child's environment are surfacing, can contribute to emotional harm for the child and public confusion. The back and forth between denial and accusation has kept the story trending for months and shows no signs of slowing. For Chrisean Rock, the challenges are profound. She has consistently maintained that Blueface is the father, but her responses to the insider's revelations have been limited. While some interpret this as a protective measure, prioritizing her child's privacy and emotional safety, others question her silence. This delicate balancing act illustrates the intense pressure public figures face when their private lives are exposed to millions of people, often leading to a situation where every action or inaction is scrutinized and dissected. The impact on Chrisean Jr. cannot be overstated. Experts in child development emphasize that children caught in public disputes can experience long-term emotional and psychological effects. Exposure to conflict, speculation, and social media scrutiny can lead to anxiety, confusion, and difficulty trusting others. While Chrisean Jr. is still very young, the combination of paternity disputes and alleged neglect creates an environment where emotional stability is at risk. Advocates for child welfare stress the need for adults involved to prioritize the child's safety above all else. Even amid intense public attention, social media has amplified the story to unprecedented levels. Every post, clip, or rumor spreads rapidly, influencing public perception. Fans have become active participants, choosing sides, debating motives, and analyzing statements for clues. While this engagement keeps the story alive and trending, it also increases pressure on those involved, particularly Chrisean Rock and Blueface. Online speculation can distort reality, making it difficult to separate verified facts from rumor or assumption. Legal considerations remain a critical aspect of the drama. DNA testing, custody questions, and potential investigations by child welfare authorities are all factors that could influence the outcome. The public nature of the dispute complicates these processes, as viral attention may affect decision-making and perception. Until formal verification occurs, the combination of allegations and denials continues to fuel uncertainty, keeping fans, authorities, and media outlets engaged, and emotionally, the stakes are high. Chrisean Rock must navigate defending her child while managing public scrutiny, personal relationships, and emotional exhaustion. Blueface faces constant questions about responsibility, legal implications, and public perception. Meanwhile, Chrisean Jr. is at the center of the story, with his life being analyzed and debated before he even has the ability to understand it. This situation highlights the intense pressures faced by children in high-profile environments and underscores the importance of protecting their privacy and being the long-term consequences of this saga are still unfolding. How it affects the relationship between Chrisean Rock and Blueface, the public perception of both individuals, and the well-being of Chrisean Jr. remains uncertain. If verified, the allegations from the church insider could lead to interventions or legal action, while the ongoing paternity disputes may continue to dominate headlines and social media discussions. Regardless of the outcome, the story serves as a reminder of the challenges of growing up in the public eye and the responsibilities of adults to prioritize the needs of children above all. Part 3 also highlights a broader lesson about celebrity culture in the digital age. Private conflicts, particularly those involving children, are no longer contained behind closed doors. Instead, social media, viral content, and public fascination transform these disputes into global spectacles. While the public may be entertained or engaged, the real human consequences, including emotional and psychological effects, must not be ignored. Chrisean Jr., caught at the intersection of fame, parental conflict, and public scrutiny, is a powerful example of this dynamic. As this chapter continues to unfold, it is clear that resolution will require careful navigation of multiple factors: truth verification, legal considerations, child welfare, and public perception. The story will likely see additional developments, statements, or legal actions that could dramatically alter the narrative. Until then, the focus must remain on prioritizing the safety, emotional stability, and well-being of Chrisean Jr., while monitoring how both parents navigate responsibility and accountability in a highly publicized situation. Ultimately, this saga is more than just celebrity drama. It is a complex story about responsibility, truth, child welfare, and the consequences of living life under constant public scrutiny. The events surrounding Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Chrisean Jr. serve as a cautionary tale about the intersection of fame, social media, and real human lives. For fans and observers, the challenge is to follow the story responsibly, separating verified facts from rumor, and understanding that at the center of this controversy is a young child whose well-being must remain the ultimate priority. As Part 3 concludes, one truth is undeniable: the story is far from over. The next twists, revelations, or official statements could significantly change public perception and the real-life circumstances surrounding Chrisean Jr. The world is watching closely, but the focus must always remain on ensuring safety, stability, and care for the child amid an environment of ongoing tension, speculation, and high-profile drama. The shocking claims surrounding Chrisean Rock and her son, Chrisean Jr., have left fans and followers on edge, and the story is far from over. If you've been following this saga, it's more important than ever to stay informed and aware of every development. With allegations of neglect, public paternity disputes involving Blueface, and insider revelations, each update could drastically change the narrative. Your engagement matters. Discuss, share, and comment responsibly, keeping in mind the sensitive nature of this situation. While public curiosity is natural, Chrisean Jr.'s well-being must remain the top priority. Avoid spreading rumors or unverified claims, and focus on credible updates to understand the true story behind the headlines. Stay connected for breaking news, verified statements, and the latest insights as this story continues to unfold. Turn on notifications, follow trusted sources, and make sure you don't miss a single development, because what happens next could have lasting consequences for everyone involved. This isn't just entertainment. It's a real-life situation that demands awareness, empathy, and careful attention. Don't miss the next chapter in this ongoing, high-stakes story.